wanted to come on here. I was getting a message really strongly to share with you all today about peace. It's been interesting throughout this process. I have found a lot of peace, and I wanted to share with you guys kind of what I've been receiving in regards to finding peace during all of this. I know that it can be really challenging to find peace when your outside world looks crazy and it's chaotic and it's uncertain and there's so much change and things are shifting and we don't know what to expect. Vibration, how that feels to be in that place of uncertainty of what's coming next. But I wanted to encourage you and remind you that real peace, real authentic, genuine peace never comes from the outside world. It never comes from our external environment. Peace comes from an inner knowing, an inner connection to something that is greater than ourselves. And I am not religious, but I am spiritual. I believe that there is a higher power. There's something greater than us that is orchestrating all of this. And we are co-creating with this higher power all the time through our thoughts and our beliefs and our actions. And you know, this higher power, when you have that connection to something greater than yourself, you can call it whatever you want. But in knowing that everything that's happening is happening for our greatest good, and everything that's happening around us is actually being orchestrated on a higher level. And to find that peace, sometimes what we have to do is just trust, just have faith and a knowing that despite all of the grief and the sadness and the frustration and the fear that's out there, there is also a peace that is available to all of us. And the way that you tap into that peace is by going inside, not looking for it outside. It's never going to be outside of you. You might find a moment of peace or that spark of peace, but real peace is going inside and connecting to your inner self, connecting to your inner being. When I say inner being, it's just that part of you that is on a spiritual level, that is not necessarily human, but there's an aspect of you that is a spirit, right? And so connecting with that and recognizing that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And you're so much more than this physical body, and you're so much more than what's happening in the world. There is so much beyond this. And I know the challenge when we're in it, when we're like really absorbed in our realities and what we're experiencing, and it's infiltrated by the media and all of that. But sometimes you got to take a pause and you got to zoom out and allow yourself to kind of pull up out of the cloud. And that's how I kind of have looked at it. It's like this fog almost, that when you're in it, you can't really see outside of the problem as you're inside of the problem. So you have to pull yourself out of it, and you have to realize and remind yourself that all is well. All is well. And if you can come back into your heart space and you can tap back into that, the knowing that we're all connected. We're all connected in this. We are all one, and we're all going to be okay. And even if things get crazy, and even if our outside world looks nutty, we can always go back within. We can always connect to our breath. We can always connect to our spirit. We can always connect to that higher power and believe and have faith and know that we are being guided into something so much better. And so if you are looking for peace right now, tap back into your heart space, tap back in, connect back in. That higher power is always there with you. It's always supporting you. It's always guiding you. Even when it feels like it's not, you're being guided. And sometimes all we have to do is set that intention to connect. Set the intention for something great, your higher power to pour peace on you, to show you what it feels like to have peace beyond all understanding. And it's there. It is available. It's available for you by choice. Choose to hop out of the fear program. Choose to hop out of that paradigm and choose to move into love and trust and faith. And that's also readily available to you anytime. So I wanted to share that message with you guys just to bring you some comfort. You know, I know right now is super crazy and I know it can be chaotic, but I just really wanted you to know that you can find that peace. I have tapped into that peace. I have moments, of course, we honor our moments of being human and popping in and out. And, you go to the grocery store and it's there, you see it, but you also have the opportunity and the choice to be the observer of your experience. You don't have to buy into everything. You don't have to subscribe to everything that you're being fed or told. Listen to how it feels in your body. Listen to whatever you're hearing, whatever someone's telling you, whatever you're reading in the news. Listen to how it feels in your body. Like, start to pay attention to what your body is telling you. You'll start to recognize when things are off. And that's your inner knowing. That's your inner connection that is guiding you, that's telling you this is not in resonance with the truth. And the only thing that is true is love. So if you can remember that the only thing true is love, and fear is actually an illusion. Fear isn't real. Fear is it's when we are projecting a future outcome that hasn't yet happened. So just remember that. The fear you're feeling is because you're projecting a future outcome that hasn't actually happened. It hasn't actually occurred. So what you can also do is tap into a positive outcome. You can tap into a future that's actually better than the one that we're experiencing now, that's actually more in alignment, that is happier, that's more unified, that's full of love. We can tap into that potential as well. And you can experience that just as much as you could experience the worry and the anxiety and the fear. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I am sending you lots of love, lots of peace. I am here for you if you need any support, you need someone to talk to. I know that we're all in this together, and I really, truly hope from the core of my being that this unites us in a way that we've never been united before. And it brings us closer together, and it helps us to realize what's truly important, and that the important things are not material. The important things are our connection with other people, and the way that we come together and we get through, we move through obstacles and challenges, and we recognize how strong we are as individuals and as a collective. And I love you guys so much. I will be thinking of you all and sending you lots of love. Mwah.